Some stories begin quietly, in places where no one expects greatness to emerge, yet they grow into narratives that capture an entire generation's attention, shaping conversations, influencing culture, and forcing people to reconsider what it means to chase a dream in modern America. Mia Malkova's story is not simply the path of a model, nor the rise of an internet figure. It is the journey of a young American woman shaped by her environment, her opportunities, her challenges, and her decisions. Her story begins with a childhood rooted in the warm, sun-soaked landscapes of Palm Springs, California, where she was born on July 1, 1992. The city, known for its wide-open skies, its heat, and its relaxed California charm, formed the backdrop of her earliest years. Her upbringing, like that of many American children, was not marked by dramatic events or extraordinary circumstances. It was shaped by a supportive environment and the simple routines that define early life: school mornings, quiet weekends, family traditions, and the gradual building of identity. Even from a young age, she blended easily with those around her. She had a gentle nature, a social warmth, and a natural ability to connect with people. In elementary and middle school, she was often described as friendly but not loud, confident but not showy, someone who navigated classrooms and hallways with quiet ease. Her teachers appreciated her politeness and the calm focus she brought to her work, and classmates found her approachable. These were years defined by learning how to communicate, discovering early creativity, and understanding the importance of adapting to new environments. Like many kids growing up in suburban America, she participated in the ordinary activities that form the foundation of youth: school friendships, early interests, experiments with personal style, and a growing awareness of the wider world. As she entered high school, the world around her expanded. Teenage years bring new responsibilities, new pressures, and new desires to explore identity, and Mia was no exception. She became more expressive, more social, more curious about the possibilities life held. High school was a period of growth, self-discovery, and early independence. At this stage, she also began taking part-time jobs, something many American teenagers do to gain experience and support personal goals. Before modeling ever entered her life, she worked in the restaurant industry, serving, hosting, learning professionalism, understanding customer service, and gaining a sense of discipline. These early jobs were important not because they defined her future, but because they grounded her in the reality of working life. They taught her to show up on time, to communicate, to stay responsible, and to understand the pace and pressure of real-world environments. After high school, she found herself at a crossroads familiar to countless young Americans, choosing a direction in life without knowing exactly what the future holds. The choices at that age are rarely simple. College, work, uncertainty, ambition, fear. These elements often mix together, forming the early decisions that shape adulthood. For Mia, the unexpected door that opened was an introduction into the modeling and entertainment world. Someone she knew opened a path she had not planned, and like many young adults faced with sudden opportunity, she chose to explore it. It was a decision that would alter everything. As she entered the modeling industry, she did so with confidence, professionalism, and a willingness to learn quickly. It did not take long for her presence to captivate audiences. Her charisma, her comfort on camera, and her ability to connect with viewers helped her rise rapidly. In an era of shifting digital landscapes, where online platforms shape public identity and visibility, her name spread across the internet, transforming her into a widely recognized figure. Fame built itself around her image, her personality, and her work. But as with all careers that bring sudden visibility, the light came with shadows. Public attention is a double-edged sword. While it brings recognition, it also brings scrutiny. While it brings opportunity, it brings pressure. While it brings financial stability, it also brings emotional cost. The entertainment world, especially the adult entertainment world, is not a simple place. It demands resilience, adaptability, and a strong internal compass. The weight of public judgment, the intensity of online commentary, the expectations placed on performers, all these challenges shape the inner life of anyone who becomes part of that sphere. And yet Mia continued forward. She embraced new opportunities, diversified her work, and began expanding into online streaming, gaming, lifestyle content, and digital collaborations. This reinvention was not just professional, it was emotional and personal. She began building a brand that allowed her more control, more creativity, and more balance. Today, she shares her life with millions online. Through her public Instagram link.me/Mia Malkova, she expresses her passions, which include fitness, travel, food, gaming, and artistic photography. She continues to build a life that blends work and independence, image and authenticity. But behind every highlight reel, behind every curated picture, behind every polished video, there is always the unseen reality. Mia's story is admired by many, but it also reveals a deeper truth about fame in America. Not all glamorous paths lead to peace. Not all beautiful images reflect beautiful lives. Not all moments in the spotlight feel bright from the inside. For young Americans watching her journey and dreaming of fame, the lesson here is not to condemn her choices, nor to idolize them, but to understand the cost behind the curtain. Fame is a currency that demands something in return. It requires emotional strength, tolerance for judgment, and a willingness to carry burdens most people never see. Many young people look at online celebrities and believe their lives are effortless, desirable, and free from hardship. But the truth is clearer. There are paths in life that offer dignity, stability, health, and long-term peace without exposing yourself to the emotional risks that come with public desire. You don't need to chase a spotlight that burns. You don't need to follow a career that exposes you to psychological strain, social pressure, or unhealthy relationships. America is a land filled with opportunity, real opportunity, the kind that builds a lifetime rather than a moment. You can learn a craft, master a skill, build a profession rooted in integrity and purpose. You can start a business, create a company, become a leader in your field. You can build something that lasts, something your future family will be proud of, something that strengthens your community rather than consumes your spirit. Even Mia herself has spoken about the emotional challenges of her early career, acknowledging the weight that comes with visibility and expectation. Her story reminds us that every path has a cost, and that some costs remain hidden from view. And in moments like these, when society is constantly pulling young people towards screens, clicks, and instant gratification, the teachings of Jesus Christ offer a timeless truth, one that speaks directly to the heart of this issue. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Mark 8 verse 36. These words echo across centuries because they reveal something eternal. The value of your soul, your peace, your dignity, and your future is greater than any spotlight, any fame, or any attention you could ever receive. You were not created to be consumed by strangers. You were not designed to sacrifice your mental health for approval. You were not meant to trade your future for temporary applause. Choose a path that honors your inner worth. Choose a profession that builds you up rather than breaks you down. Choose ambitions that elevate your mind, your family, and your spirit. You deserve a career that gives you respect, not judgment. You deserve a future rooted in purpose, not pressure. You deserve a life where you can sleep peacefully, knowing you are walking a path aligned with your values. Mia Malkova's journey is a story of resilience, reinvention, and adaptability. But it is her story. Your story can be different. Stronger, healthier, more stable, more fulfilling. America needs builders, creators, innovators, thinkers, entrepreneurs, people who use their talents to shape industries and lead communities. You can be one of them. Do not let the illusion of fame distract you from the greatness you are capable of achieving. Your purpose is larger than applause. Your worth is larger than attention. Your future is larger than any spotlight the internet can offer. Build a company. Learn a trade. Master a skill. Become exceptional in something that gives life rather than takes it away. And when you look back decades from now, you will be proud, not because millions watched you, but because you built something real, something lasting, something meaningful. The strongest life is the life guided by wisdom, purpose, and peace.